Hi, my name is Michael Wallstrom. As he said, I'm the creator of DocSlip, and if anyone up here is an avid boater, like most of us are, you're very familiar with this scenario here. Essentially, this is a Saturday out on West Bay, typical. The problem here is that I'm trying to solve are these bottlenecks, these choke points to access to all the waters we have, the 11,000 in-lakes that we have in our state, and also the thousands of miles of coastal. The biggest problem is you can afford to buy frontage, and that's very limited, but plenty of people can buy boats, and then they're forced to trailer them, and this is the scenario that you're running into. And you can see why it's a big problem, and I'll tell you why. So in 2013, 34.8% of the US population participated in recreational boating. In the state of Michigan, it is the #1 recreation, is boating. Between the 4 biggest states, that's Florida, Minnesota, Michigan, California, we total 3.34 million registered boats. And so you can imagine the limited availability of how to put your boat in the water. So I created DocSlip. It's an application for iOS and Android. And we're really targeting millennials because millennials are coming into the home buyership, and a secondary, tertiary purchase is a boat. And so here are some consumer behavior trends among millennials that I've focused on. The share economy. If you're familiar with successful pieces like Airbnb, Relay Rides, the whole concept of being able to take what you own and share it with other people for a small price. The on-demand, this is big, obviously, Amazon Prime. People want things now. They want it immediate, same-day shipping. They want fresh direct to their house. So this whole on-demand thing has gotten greater and greater. And then also, primarily mobile first. By releasing an application versus a website, we're able to target those specific users. So here's a typical bay. Everyone's kind of familiar with a marina, but maybe you're familiar with something like this. Now this is obviously a parking meter. So we have parking structures all over the place, streets, cities, but in terms of water, how can we kind of replicate this inventory? And by doing so, by creating valuable parking spots within marinas and private slip owners. So for instance, when you have a map here, and you want to find, available slips, this is our current scenario here. But we hope to create a massive inventory of private and public slips for people to rent on demand. So I'll give you a little insight into the app and onboarding new users. So if you're a returning user, you can easily log on. Or if you're a first-time user, you can create an account. And once you've created an account, you'll be able to view available slips or potentially list your slip. Once you've logged on, you have a nice little weather widget here in the menu panel. People will be able to access their favorites, their account, and list their slip. Also, when they want to list their slip, this is how they do it. They're able to snap a photo right there from their device, be able to create the listing, and also edit it on the fly. So those high-demand things like 4th of July, if you want to increase your price, similar to Uber does with surge pricing, you can do so. And then you pick whatever type it is, private dock, slips, marinas. And then you can add any kind of amenities, whether it's, my slip is only so deep, so I can only fit a certain amount of size boat, and I have a hoist, and I have, electricity hookup and private parking. So they're able to kind of dial that in so people know exactly what they're getting into. So if you look at all the slips, they can list through here, and you can search through boat size, you can search through nearest to you, you can search by lake if you're interested in that. And it just pulls up a nice list of the actual listing with the seasonal and daily rates. Once you select on it, you're able to book your actual date that you want it and how many days you want it, whether it's for the season or for just a weekend, or maybe it's just one night. So how do we make money? Well, similar to Airbnb, we have a service handling fee. 15% of the transaction. The person that's renting the slip actually doesn't pay for anything. It's the owner of the slip that 15% fee comes out of. So We also have revenue models going forward with an enterprise account. So if you're a marina, I'm building a dashboard so marinas can have on a large scale. Marinas, if they have transient slips, they're required by the state to leave open for inventory. The problem is these marinas, they don't market them, they don't advertise them, so people don't know that there's available slips. So part of what we're creating is a corporate account for marinas, so they're able to list all their transient slips and also potential insurance policies. So we're going to add saving your favorites, requesting dock slips, and then the Marina CMS, and then also in the future, Bluetooth low energy beacons. So you can essentially just pull up and it automatically bills you. So if anyone's interested, I'm looking for about $25K in seed funding.